Hello, MavMind Collective, and welcome to another episode of the HypnoSellers Show. Today we're going to be talking about how to develop your sales character. All right, today we're going to talk about an analogy or metaphor that I use all the time in my MavMind method. And I use this analogy to help me prepare for every customer-facing meeting that I'm going to have, and also to figure out my strategy of engagement with my customers or my prospects by simply using this metaphor called the sales character. So I think of it as, if you were going to watch a play, there's different characters in the play, and there's a specific type of play called an ensemble play. And an ensemble play means there's an ensemble cast, meaning that there's really no one lead actor, lead actress. There might be sort of a perceived lead actor or lead actor, maybe a supporting actor, actress. But in an ensemble performance, typically an ensemble cast means there's lots of performers that are kind of equally on stage, and they're equally part of telling the story that you're going to watch the play for. You're going to watch this play to hear the story, and you know that there's these different characters you meet, and there might be 5 or 6 or even 8 or 10 different characters that are part of the play instead of just like one main character. Okay, so that's what an ensemble cast is, an ensemble play. And I like to think of, when I'm developing my sales character, like the character that I'm portraying in front of the customer or the prospect in this analogy, I think of it as the customer experience is really like an ensemble play. The whole experience that we're bringing them through, the customer journey, the beginning, middle, and end story of the engagement that I have with my customer or my prospect is like an ensemble play. And they're a part of it. They're watching the play. We are part of the play. And myself, you, your team, your product, even the price itself, like the idea of the price that they're going to pay for your product or service, could also be a performer in the play. So there's lots of performers in this ensemble play. And the customer, what they experience, what they see, and how involved they are in this play is what's going to determine if they like the play or not, and if it's the message they want to see, the story they want to hear, or not. And are they going to get out of the performance that they were hoping to get, right? Is it entertaining? Is it also educational? Is it helping them to think? Like if you've ever seen a play or a story or a movie even, and afterwards it made you think about something, because even though it was entertaining, it made you think about something you didn't think before, because maybe there was an emotional aspect, there was a philosophical aspect to it, and that's why you liked the movie, because it made you think afterwards, and you kept thinking about it even after and you had to go watch it again, right? So good movies, good stories do this. They engage our subconscious, and they get us thinking about ourselves, and are we looking at things in the right way or not, and are we making the right decisions in our life in general. So imagine if I'm with a prospect or customer, I'm trying to help them make a decision about a product that I sell or a service that I sell, and I want to make sure that they have the best experience, but also I want them thinking afterwards between each of the performances. I want them thinking about, is this the right decision? Is this the right choice? And I want them having a good time. I want to educate them, but I also want to entertain them and make them feel like they're part of something. They're part of a movement. They're part of a story. So that's again, I'm just using this as an analogy to remind myself that I am playing a character when I'm in front of them, and anyone else that's with me on my team is also a performer in that performance. So I'm also going to be rehearsing my lines. I need to know what my lines are. What am I going to say? And I need to write it out, maybe. Put notes in my slides. If I'm doing a demo, I need to go through the demo. I need to know what the demo story is. And I need to make sure I rehearse and practice and make sure I know how to execute in that character, in that performance of whatever that is I'm doing in that particular meeting. Whether it's a demo, a POC, a discovery meeting, a wrap-up meeting, maybe it's a negotiation. We're negotiating. That's a performance too. The price becomes a performer. It's a character in the play too. The price itself, is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? So if you think of it like this, then you'll take a different perspective from the subconscious perspective, and you'll start to realize there's other things you might be able to to do, including practicing those lines and also role playing with others. I've met a lot of people in customer facing roles that did not like to role play at all. But the idea is that you're in a customer facing role. When you say that, you're describing it as a role. Okay, so if you're in front of a customer, you're playing a role. You have a role to play. So therefore, you need to know what your role is, what your lines are, and you need to practice that with others on the team before you actually get in front of the customer. If you do these things, then your character will develop, your sales character, how you are in front of the customer or prospect, and you'll become very confident in that role, and the customer will subconsciously pick up on your confidence and the fact that you've been there, you've done that, you know what you're doing. They're going to give you a lot of credibility. They're going to start to like you more. They're going to get rapport with you. They're going to trust you more because you have no doubt. You show no signs of doubt. You're totally confident because you've practiced and you know what your character is and what part your character is playing. Just like when you watch a play, you can tell the really good actors from the ones that aren't so good, because when they're not good, you can tell they're acting. When they're good, you get caught up and you start to believe that it's real. And that's exactly what you want to do with your prospects or customers. You want them to believe in you, believe in your product as much as you believe in yourself and you believe in your product. They sense that, they pick that up. But if you want to really do a great job at it and really draw the customer in and provide that customer journey, you have to realize that you're playing a character and you are performing a role. And the customer is expecting you to be in that character at all times when they talk with you. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be fake or lie about who you are. You're still being yourself. But when you're in front of them for specific sales reasons, you're acting out a scene. You're performing a scene for them. That's what they expect from that engagement, whether they know it or not. It's all subconscious. And again, this is a metaphor that I'm using to remind me that I should always be developing my character, always know my role, and know what the beginning, middle, and end is. What am I going to say? Rehearse my lines, role play with others, make sure I get feedback from others, and make sure I do everything I can to provide the best performance of this ensemble play for every prospect or customer so they have the best customer experience possible. So they'll stay with me, they'll stay loyal, and they'll always want to work with me, and it'll be easy for them to work with me. Thank you for watching. I know you find value in these videos, didn't you? So if you, like me, are in a customer-facing role, I'm wondering if you want to watch another video now designed to help you get better at what you do every day. Or not. You don't have to watch another video if you don't want to.